I just want to start off by saying first, God, please forgive me. Please. So as I was driving to my pool, okay, I packed myself a really big like cooler. Well, it's not really big, but it's full of yummy stuff. So this is full of water, raspberry tea, which is apparently very good for you, and a bunch of snacks, right? And this really cool lunchbox that I have that's like a cooler. Like this whole thing outside is a legit cooler, right? I have a humongous fruit smoothie in here. I packed myself like a mega tuna sandwich and like every snack that I had in my cabinet, I just shoved it in here. I knew I probably wasn't gonna eat it all, but I was like, I'm packing it. So I packed that along with my laptop, my notebook, my special pens, my special highlighters, and I was gonna sit out of the pool. I do not get in the pool. But I was gonna sit outside of my pool like I usually do when I just want to be outside, and I was just gonna spend as much time as I wanted to out there, right? I washed my hair this morning. Last night I just put a bunch of oil, a bunch of castor oil on my scalp because my scalp has been so like just itchy, to be honest. It's just been so itchy, my scalp. So I put a bunch of castor oil on it and I just let that soak overnight in a silk cap and in a little like bonnet type thing, right? So I woke up this morning. Well, actually, no, last night too. I had soaked some fenugreek seeds and cloves. So that way, this morning, after my head had been sitting in that castor oil all day, I can just soak my hair with that fenugreek stuff and just get my scalp together, right? So I did all that, woke up this morning, washed my hair. So now I have like this beautiful fro. That's what I'm going to call it because that's what the heck it is. Like this beautiful head of just very, very thick hair. Okay? Very, very thick hair, right? So I washed that this morning, and then some may say, like, girl, you're going to really leave the house like that? You're really going to leave your house with your hair like this? And I can care less. So I went to my pool already. Pool is closed. But this is the part what I meant where I'm like, God forgive me. Because as I pack all my stuff, I'm just extra natural. I have no deodorant on right now because I'm like, no, I just want to let the sun do its thing, okay? Just let the sun do its thing on me. I have my snacks, I have my work that I wanted to get done in my bag over here. And as I'm driving, I see someone sitting in their van. And he's sitting in the back seat, got headphones on, and he's just sitting back there. Mind you, I live in an apartment complex, so I'm like, what the heck is he doing? And like, you don't have a house to go in? Like, why are you just sitting in the parking lot? And in my mind, I'm like, he probably got thrown out or something. I don't know. Just terrible mindset. So I go and I drive to my pool, grab my bag, grab my smoothie, got my natural hair that I'm just going to let, the sun and everything just soak it all in. And the pool is closed. And I see a big sign and I'm like, what the heck? So I'm like, whatever. So I go home. I'm in my parking lot right now, and I'm like, I don't feel like going inside. So I start Googling like natural cave springs water, like, because we don't have beaches here in Georgia. So I'm like, where is there something near me? I just want to be by water and I just want to do my work. Because when I go home, I don't feel like doing my work. I start watching TV, I start scrolling, and I don't get my stuff done that I need to get done. Tell me why, after I just sat here and judged this man in his van, I have not gotten out of my car. I have not gotten out of my car. I sat here and I opened that sandwich. I ate that thing, right? I'm here drinking my smoothie. I could feel like my skin like sweating, which is what I really wanted today. I just wanted to sweat because sweating is so good for you. Sweating is such a detoxifier. And for me, I'm like inside a lot because I work inside. So I don't get time to just sit outside and just sweat and not be worried about like, oh my gosh, I'm sweating. Like sometimes you just need to let yourself sweat and not care about sweating. Just sweat. So I'm literally sitting in my car after I just said, like, what is this man doing sitting in his car? Like, I'm literally just sitting in here chilling, right? I got my leg kicked up. I'm here just loving my hair, loving this smoothie, probably going to continue eating some snacks. And I don't know how long I'm going to be sitting in here for. Okay, I don't. I really don't. I don't really want to drive anymore. I just came back from Seattle this week. On Tuesday. So it's like I'm still kind of jet lagged a little bit. And I just want to relax. But since my pool is closed, I don't want to go inside. So I'm literally just going to sit here and chill. So what I'm trying to say here is whatever the heck you got going on, okay? Whatever the heck you got going on, sweat today. Sweat today, okay? Use whatever essential oils today. Whatever tea you have in your cabinet, drink it today. Whatever natural holistic stuff that you've been wanting to do, make a plan of how you're going to implement it in your life today. Because one thing that I'm really working on this week, which is one of the things that I wanted to do on my computer, is really start working like on my health naturally. I'm healthy, I'm beautiful and all these things, but I'm 35, which is not old. But I need to start doing better. Like, and a lot of the things we have in our cabinet, cloves, saffron, um, this stuff called ghee, which is like this butter stuff that you can make shots. For me, like my skin, this camera actually makes my skin look really nice. Which some days it be looking nice, some days it doesn't. But I feel like I'm having like some sort of hormonal change. I'm not gonna say imbalance, but change that I need to understand how to work with. Which was the whole purpose of me sitting outside. I'm like, oh, maybe I need some vitamin D, maybe I need some fresh air, right? Actually, I'm gonna put my window down. So now someone's gonna see me talking in my car. But I have to figure out for myself what is it that I need right now, right? So that goes for y'all too, men and women, all of us, to kind of detach from the world. One thing that Seattle really taught me was just detaching from the freaking world and relaxing in the comfort of your own space outside. Then have your inside space ready, hot and ready for you. Sheets clean, towels clean, everything ready for when you come back inside. But take some time to just go outside and just be there. Don't worry about looking cute. Don't worry about what outfit you got on. And now that it's the summer, do have something that allows your skin to breathe. Okay, like I told you earlier in this video, I didn't put any deodorant on because I wanted myself to sweat and I didn't want to be worried about smelling good. Like right now, I don't smell bad actually, but the worrying about, oh, let me make sure this is right, let me make sure that is right, make sure I look cute, make sure this, make sure my hair looks like, no, we have to stop. We have to stop with all that. We have to give ourselves one day to stop with all that and then start thinking and feel within your body, because people are like, oh, go outside and ground, like do some grounding, which I agree with. But when you do that grounding, you need to listen to what your body's telling you. That's the whole point of grounding, guys. Or just being outside. You don't necessarily have to have your feet in the grass, which is really good to have your feet in the grass. But like for me, I just wanted to sit by the pool, see water, be outside, feel my body sweating, and feel and letting my nervous system know that it is okay for you to just sit here, sit still, rest, sweat, get just all the nutrients from what the outside can bring, and then start taking in whatever downloads you're getting. You want to work on your health, you want to work on your skin, you have like little items here and that you have bought. Um, so how can you start implementing that? Cloves, saffron leaves, that ghee butter, there's several uses for it for the skin internally. It's more internal right now because all the lathering we're doing onto our body, that topical stuff, it's selling, it's making the markets rich, but we need to focus more on what's like inside and inside, right? So what we're feeding ourselves, what we're listening to, what we're seeing, what we're exposing ourselves to. I heard all that perfume, even though it's like the biggest thing right now, right? It's what makes you the hottest male or woman walking around. That Chanel 5, that Louis Vuitton, that I don't even know the names because I don't have none of that stuff, right? I have a couple perfumes here and there, but even that, like, we have to realize, like, all this stuff is bad for us. And all this stuff is trying to make us keep up with what? What are we keeping up with? Who are we keeping up with? Who's the one that's setting the tone here? Who's the one that's setting the pace? Right? And internally, we're like literally hurting ourselves, like, in a way. So I think we have to do this constant refresh, restart of ourselves and, like, hey, self, what do you need to tell me this week? Because every week we're changing. Every week things are happening and changing. Our bodies are changing. Our minds are changing. Our elements are changing. The phone calls we're getting and receiving are changing. So all that can cause stress that is affecting our skin, that is affecting our mind, that is affecting everything. So yeah, there's no lotion in the world that I can do to affect to stop the effects that my body's naturally trying to tell me. So when my face started flaring up, right, I feel like that's my body telling me, like, girl, you're stressed and you need to change what you're eating. And we're giving you signals of what we want. When we tell you we want a whole head of broccoli, don't pull into the McDonald's line. You need to pull into the line of the store that has fresh broccoli that's not sprayed with a bunch of stuff and eat it. Like, we're telling you step by step what we need. And you don't want to listen because of what's fast and what's easy, and you don't take enough time for yourself. So that was the whole point of today, right? So seeing that man in the back of the van and being like, what the heck is he doing back there? Like, why isn't he inside of his house? Or like, that's like kind of sketch. Nah, he's sitting back there with his chair cocked back and headphones on looking at his phone. But he's like 60 something years old. So I'm like, what are you doing? But I've been in here for an hour and it feels so good. For those of you who are just tuning in, I'm literally just sitting in my car. My pool was closed, but I want to feel the sun. I want to feel the sun rays. I don't want to spend time in the car driving someplace. I just want to chill and I want to be free. I want my skin to breathe. I want my skin to feel like it's not doing anything right now. Like, it doesn't have to be anything right now. It doesn't have to be beautiful right now. It doesn't need to be like with the beautiful makeup on right now. My hair doesn't have to be slicked back. My edges don't have to be laid. Like, I don't have to do nothing right now. I just need to chill. I just need to sit down and respond to what I want and respond to my body and respond to my mind and what my mind is telling me right now, which is chill the heck out. Chill the heck out and start the consistency that we want you to start, not what Instagram is telling you to do. Not what this app is telling you to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3, day 4, day 5. Those stuff do help. They do help. But do you know that our brains have all that stuff in there? The only thing about these apps and these lists and these posts is just somebody took the time to listen to their brain and create an app for those who don't want to use their own brain. That's the only difference. That's really all that is. What will happen when we actually tap into our own mind? I wonder what the heck is going to happen to me when I actually listen to my own self. And I listen to what my body's telling me. Not my cravings, but what my body's telling me to do. For example, today, it's just be outside and chill. That's what my body's telling me to do. Pool's closed, sit outside still. I'm kind of antisocial, so I don't really like being outside where everyone can see me. Like in my neighborhood type stuff. So that's why I'm sitting in my car, because there is like a little picnic bench there, but then like the bugs are going to start getting on me and all that stuff. But I'm still outside. The sun is still shining in my car. I could start to feel my skin creating its own natural glow. I've been putting some oils on me too. Grapeseed oil, olive oil. What's the other one? Castor oil, jojoba oil. So whatever my mind tells me each night, like last night it was olive oil. I felt like I felt it said specifically that my brain was like, put olive oil on your face. And it tasted like a salad a little, but I did it because I want to start testing out what will happen in my life when I start listening to my own self. I really want to test that out. I really want to see what happens, you know? something in me also is telling me just leave your hair the heck alone. So I really want to see what happens if I do that. I don't know if I have the balls to necessarily walk around like this, but it feels so good to just be free. Like, it feels so good to be free in your own mind and in your own space, and just, look at yourself. Just take a look at your own self. Like, I'm looking at my skin right now, and I'm like, this is a beautiful color you got going on here. Like, this is legit a really beautiful color. And then when you take a second to look at your own skin, you're going to really admire, wow, that's like a really beautiful shade. That's like a really beautiful shade. It doesn't matter what shade you have, it's still a shade. It could be a lighter shade all the way to a darker shade, and then a million shades in between. But have you taken a second to look at your shade with your eyeballs? Like, I've never sat here and looked at my legs this long. Like, really, like, looked at it. Like, wow. And look at my hands. Like, and all I can do is look at the camera to see how my face looks, which is not 100% clear depiction, right? Each phone, each camera, each mirror has a different pixel and lens, and depending how the sun is shining, I'll never know how my face actually looks. I'm going to go my whole life, and so are you. You're going to go your whole life and never know what your face ever looked like. You're only going to know how it looked like depending on the camera, the phone, the mirror that you have. I don't know why God set it up that way, where we can see every other part of our body. Well, we can't even really see our back too much. There's certain areas that we can't see unless somebody else tells us how it looks or we take a picture of it, right? But for the areas that we can see, admire it. We're always looking for somebody else to admire us. We're always looking for somebody else or something to match ourselves to. Somebody or something to be the initial thing that we're aiming towards. Why can't we just look at ourselves and be like, okay, this is pretty darn good? And I don't want to necessarily aim towards something or someone, but maybe I do want to add some more moisture. Maybe I do want to exfoliate a little more, you know? Maybe I want to try out these different colors or no color. Maybe I want to just, like I said, leave my hair alone. What does my hair want to do? My hair apparently, because I washed it, and it apparently wants to shrink up like this. This is what my hair wants to do. But what does the world want me to do with my hair? The world wants me to have my hair down. That's what the world wants me to do. The world wants me to have it down, pin backed, and nice and sleek. But my hair wants to do something different. My hair wants to shrink up like this, but my hair is actually very long. Like, my hair is actually, it has quite a bit of length. But you'll never tell unless I actually start yanking on it. But it's like, I just want to give myself one day out of the 7-day week to do what I want to do what my body wants to do, and to smell how I actually smell before putting on all, like, I want to take a shower, right? Wash myself really well, and then let the natural elements do their things to me, right? Whether it's the seawater, whether it's the sun, whether it's just sitting still. And what smell ends up coming out? I don't want to lather on a deodorant stick on there, and I don't want to spray a bunch of spray on me. Like, I want to spend one day just being me. I just want to spend one day. That's all I ask. One day and a couple of hours within that day to just be me. To just be me. And I want to see how much I flourish from doing that. And admiring myself. I also want to see how much I flourish from just admiring myself. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but go to your local pool today. Go to your local park today if you have an open body of water. If you're lucky enough to live by a beach, which beach people, I feel like they don't need to hear this. They always go out to their beach if they have a local one close. I remember when I lived in Miami, like, that was not an obstacle. Like, oh, we feel like going to the beach today, we're going. But find some place to be outside where you can sweat and not care about the amount of sweat that you're sweating, and realize how good that is for you. Realize how amazing that is to let your body just sweat. How great it is to just sit there and not worry about, ooh, he's cute, ooh, she's cute, does she see me, does he see me, make sure, let me make sure, like, none of that. Like, let a day be for just you. Okay, let a day be just for you. Prepare your favorite snacks, um, and something healthy that's going to nourish you from the inside, and start like implementing that for the week. For me, it's going to be some saffron leaves, the ghee butter, and a little bit of turmeric and some warm water in a shot glass every morning before you eat anything on an empty stomach. Why? Because the focal point that I want to work on right now is my skin. And apparently that's something natural that I don't have to lather on a bunch of chemicals and cermicides and all these sides on myself. And I could just start from within, pushing out natural beauty that's going to be totally curated for me and perfect for me, right? So I love y'all so much. I don't know who decided to tune in, but once I post this, you could just run it back. It's just a self love thing, right? I'm just a self love enthusiast. I've deemed myself that, where I really, really just took my own life into my own hands and started loving my own self and documenting how I'm loving myself, not with morning routines and no, just like listening to myself and putting myself first and prioritizing myself. And I spend a lot of days doing things for other people. And I spend a lot of days making sure that I'm consistent with work, because obviously I have to be able to provide for myself. I spend a lot of time spending time with God, because God is omnipotent, omnipresent. He's always here. Father Mother's always here. But also, I prioritize how I feel and what myself is telling me, what I'm yearning for, and trying out new things for myself and enjoying all that. Enjoying all that. And kind of shying away from what other people are enjoying. I can take inspo from other people, inspiration, but I also don't, when I see other people's inspiration and it may be a little more than what I got going on, because I already poured into myself first before I exposed myself to what everyone else is doing, it becomes inspiration versus, oh, woe is me. I ain't got none of that going on for me. No, I make sure before I get inspiration from anybody else, my cup is full in the ways that I need it and in the ways that my body, mind, spirit, soul is asking. And I prioritize that while still juggling a million and one things. All right. So I love y'all so much. Whoever tuned in, kisses. And I will definitely, definitely, definitely be catching y'all on the next one. Okay. Bye.